Shortages push up prices, inflation is up, energy costs up. People are going to be hard pressed this autumn. For those worried about the cost of living, do you understand the pressures on families? Is there any signal that you can give that you're looking at that issue ahead of the autumn statement?
Which is why we're emphasising so much what we've done on the living wage, making sure that we've increased that by a record amount.
That's just a barefaced lie told by the Prime Minister during an interview broadcasted on BBC News. Using the government's own figures, the living wage rose by 2.2% in April this year compared to the previous year. But in April 2020, the rise was nearly 3 times larger at 6.2%. And in 2019, the boost was almost 5%. So in fact, the most recent rise was the lowest increase in the national living wage since the policy was first introduced. It's not the first time he said this either.
I'm proud that we've bumped up the living wage. We've continued to increase the living wage last time by a record amount.
That was Johnson using the lie as one of his key planks to defend his planned cut to universal credit during an interview again broadcasted on BBC News on the 26th of August. So having made a statement during an interview broadcasted by the BBC which was demonstrably false, what do the BBC's editorial guidelines say should happen now? Section 3.1 of the BBC's editorial guidelines state we should normally acknowledge serious factual errors and correct them quickly, clearly and appropriately. Paragraph 5.2 of the Ofcom Code states that significant mistakes in news should normally be acknowledged and corrected on air quickly, and that correction should be appropriately scheduled. Given that in an era of misinformation it's vital that a supposed trusted national broadcaster such as the BBC ensures its broadcasts are accurate and that the highest editorial standards are maintained, it's over to you, BBC, to correct what the Prime Minister said today with the truth.